What a beautiful day it was across much of southeast Louisiana and South Mississippi. If you were tired of the rain, it was a welcomed reprieve from the daily downpours and the daily deluge today. Live look over the Superdome. It is just a picture perfect June afternoon, but we've got some changes on the way by tomorrow. Did want to give you an update, though. We are almost completely out of the drought in the New Orleans metro. I know that is not hard to believe after basically 2 straight weeks of off and on downpours. Still dealing with severe drought in parts of the bayou parishes, but over the next couple of days, we may continue to dent and maybe even eradicate the drought altogether. Here's why. We've got a disturbance in the Gulf that is a big old mess. This system is battling wind shear and dry air, meaning that it is unlikely to develop into a bona fide depression or tropical storm, but it's still going to bring us some impacts. We've already got some minor coastal flood issues, and by tomorrow, all of that tropical moisture that you see in blue, that begins to move its way back our way, which means that it's kind of an ideal recipe for some localized heavy downpours. May not be a complete washout on Friday, but both Friday and Saturday, scattered to possibly numerous downpours could result in some localized heavy rain potential. By Sunday, the moisture may begin to relax a little bit and then will turn hotter and a little bit drier into early next week. For the rest of tonight, though, enjoy it. It's going to be really nice. A steady breeze out of the east will keep the tide levels up through Friday. Tomorrow morning, though, notice our high-res model guidance starts the rain kind of intermittent by the morning to midday, increasing rain coverage by the afternoon, and then basically a rinse and repeat forecast performance on Saturday, although the downpours could be more steady and more numerous on Saturday afternoon. With localized heavy rain, National Weather Service mentioning that there will be many spots that pick up manageable 1 to 2 inches of rain, but some hot spots of up to 6 inches of rain will be possible. Now, by Sunday, the good news is that it does not look like a complete washout, and I've lowered rain chances to about 50% coverage by Sunday. Rainfall amounts, again, manageable in many spots, but there will be some areas that pick up anywhere from 2 to 4 plus inches of rain, and that's where we could have that localized flash flood threat. That's why we've got WDSU first warning weather impact days all through the weekend. Elsewhere in the tropics, not much is happening. Let's keep that map looking that way for this season. In the East Pacific, could see the B name storm and C. That would be Boris and Christina. Some of that moisture may eventually kind of get wrapped up in what we call the Central American gyre that every now and then in the month of June can spawn tropical systems in the Caribbean. And by late next week, models are kind of interesting. Nothing to worry about, but something that we'll watch into the latter half of next week. In the short term, heavy rain potential this weekend before a hotter forecast, guys, into early next week.
All right, still to come.